Now see constructor and destructors. We have already seen what is constructor, what is destructors.
Yes, sir.
So PHP allow developer to declare constructor method for the class which have a constructor method called this method on each newly created object. So it is suitable for any initialization that the object may need before it is used. As class which have a constructor method call this method each newly created object. So like if this is a class, this class is constructor. So whenever I'm creating any object here, use this user, which is the first method by default called? Which one? Guys, help me. Help me. No? When I'm declaring this first object I'm creating, which is the first method this object is created while creating this object? Which was the first method?
Constructor, sir. Function construct.
Yes, I can write something like echo, you can see, or you can initialize some value like dollar this id equal to, I'm just giving some blank, or you can use once object is created I can give some blank value or something like that, right? Dollar this name equal to blank dollar this department equal to blank. So I can write here something else you can do. I'm just initializing to the blank, and so you can write echo constructor or you can say object properties initialized, right? Oh, it's integer na, so I can give 0. You see what happened? What I'm calling auto load demo.php, this function, this file I'm calling na. What is happening here?
The constructor method is called.
First time constructor method is called, and here I've written initialize 0, then blank band added, and I'm writing echo. So that's why once I'm loading this page, this message is coming. I've not called any function. You see, if I comment this one also, this is showing na.
Yes, sir.
So once I'm creating object, this is the default method which is called, which is the constructor. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So this is the constructor, and I'll little talk about that inheritance, then this example will help you. You see, this is the class, and there is only one constructor, base class.
Yes.
Print base
Yes,
class
sir.
constructor. I'm just printing. Here written class subclass extend base class. So here the meaning of extend is I'm inheriting this class into this one, right? We'll later see
Yes,
this
sir.
example. So again I'm creating constructor here for this class subclass. So if I want to call the parent class constructor, how I can call? I have to write parent
Parent with scope resolution operators.
and then constructor, right?
Yes, sir.
Also I can there is another class where I can inherit this one, base class constructor. So here base class constructor will be only there. If I'm not writing any base constructor for this class will have which constructor? Parent one,
Base class constructor. Base class.
right? So see, object new base class. What will happen once this object will be created? What will happen first?
It will print in base class constructor.
Yeah, this will print in base class constructor because I'm creating object of this base class, and once I'm creating object, by default this function will be called. Another example, object new base class. This one, object new, sorry, subclass, not base class, object new subclass. I'm calling this one object, creating object of this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So it will call first this one, this function,
Yes, sir.
because
Yes,
this
sir.
function is constructor of
Subclass.
subclass.
Base class.
It will go here. What it will do first?
It will go to the constructor of parent class.
Yeah, go to the constructor of parent class. Then this will come. This will printed. This will be printed first. Then print subclass constructor. Right? So 2 lines this will
Yes, sir.
print.
Yes, sir.
Now, what will happen if I call new other subclass? If I call getting object of this subclass, what will happen?
Base class construct function is called.
This will be called because I have not written any constructor for this class separately.
Yes, sir.
So this is the some inheritance level constructor is there. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
You should be very clear on this. So we can move forward. I'm not getting acknowledgement.
Yes.
Or should I have to demonstrate this? Who is in favor of demonstrating this? Anybody? Sorry, guys.
So what will happen in the base class constructor, in the other subclass constructor, the last one?
Last one.
Yes, sir.
I'm creating object of which class? This one,
Yes, sir.
and this extending base class.
Yes, sir.
So this class will have all the properties of this class,
Yes, sir.
and I'm not writing any code inside here. I'm only not defining any, writing any constructor for this class. So which constructor will be called?
Base class constructor.
Yeah, that's it. The base class constructor will be called.
Okay, sir.
Clear? Any question, guys? Let me know. I'll be happy to demonstrate if anybody has question, or we can move forward because I have to write lots of line. But I'll write if anyone has some confusion in understanding this. So I think we are good. We can move forward, guys.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Great.
Yes, sir.
So we have already dealt this one. We can use constructor to pass parameter also, right? So we'll talk about this protected later on. So don't worry about this. I have two properties x and y. One constructor is there and accepting two values x and y. So I can, when I create the object, it will ask for what?
Parameters. X and Y. Arguments.
Parameter x and y. And also I provided some default value here. So I think let me demonstrate this one. Constructor arguments. Construct. Or I think why should we go here? We can use this one, na? Right? So here I have constructor, but I'm not accepting any value, right? So I can write here something like int id $id, then string what? Tell me first. Name,
Name.
then string
Department.
$department, right? So if I'm supplying values, I have to assign this na here. Actually, as soon as I'm creating the object, I'm supplying the values. Understood?
Yes, understood.
So here what parameter I should pass? Previously I'm passing here, but here,
Name, department.
yeah, department, yes. Development, right? So once the object is slicing, I'm trying to print. So are you able to access now value or not? You can print now. What is the first field? First attribute? ID? So let us see. One.
Yes, sir.
And let me comment this in sliced. 1. So here as soon as I am creating object, what I am doing? Passing values also.
Yes, sir.
Now, suppose I am making it this equal to blank, or default is without development. I am just writing design, and I am creating another object and I'm not passing. here you can see clear, guys. Now tell me, here I was passing 3 parameters, now here I am passing 2 parameters. What will happen?
First, it will print one child development.
What will happen? What will happen? Fast.
So one
First, it will
J
print one
design
child development.
You see, this and this. In first I provided development, that this is printing development. Now here I am not passing any for this. Suppose this is the newer object. I have to change this one, na? You see, I am not passing this parameter. Then what? It's taking default one.
yes sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is one thing, default. It's working. Here you can also pass named argument. How the named argument works? Anybody? Like this, ID, then name. Am I writing correct or wrong? Can anybody help me? Syntax is okay. Then what?
Department.
You see, ID, name, department, and here I can change this order. You already know this one. Guys, you know or not know?
We know sir.
Yes, sir. We know, sir.
Okay, great. So here is string department equal to design, string name, ID. What went wrong? ID, name, department. ID, name, department. So I'm not sure. Name follows personal parameter. So I'm not sure this is working or not working. This named is working or not working. Department, design, name, ID. And if I remove this one, so dollar department name ID, department, spelling is correct na?
Correct sir.
Department, here is department name ID. What wrong? So probably argument count error. Problem with my version of I think PHP. I'll have to upgrade, guys. There is no problem in this one. This would have work. ID is there, name is there, and department. ID equal to 1, name J, then ID is here, name is here, department. Suppose I am omitting this one. Oops, what happened? You know, I am passing here named, but another is the here problem na. Here I am not passing named. This one is throwing error. So we are all correct. So here what I have to do? Comment this. You see, guys,
Yes, sir, got it.
okay, great. Now this is the constructor arguments. There is also some constructor promotion, like here you are passing some values, like constructor parameters are there. So it's not mandatory to this parameter should be the properties of this class. So you can treat this variable as a property of this class also. What is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is I am removing this, right? And then I am removing this, right? And I am also commenting this. Then what I'm doing here, I'm writing int dollar db, just db I'm writing, db connection, right? So if I'm creating this object, so I have to just pass here something. MySQL I'm just passing. And here ID name department. Okay. So this whenever I'm creating this object, this value will be passed where? Here. And this will be treated as, just suppose that I'm writing echo $db connection, right? But at the same time, if I want this variable what is coming here, I want to treat this as a properties of this class also. I can promote this. How I can promote this? By writing access modifiers. Protected I am promoting. From PHP 8, constructor parameters may also be promoted to corresponding to an object property. When a constructor argument includes a modifier, PHP will interpret as both it as both as an object property and a constructor argument and assign argument value to the property. Understood, guys? So it's my choice. I can write here public. I want to make this data. Suppose I'm writing public int this. It means this is also available here. Got my point? You got or you have confusion? Guys, I'm waiting for your response. Am I audible?
Not understood, sir.
Not clear?
No, sir.
No. Good.
No, sir.
I'm telling you, suppose that if this is just an int, right? So do you think this variable has anything to do with the property of this of class? Anything to do with the properties of this class, this DB connection?
No, sir.
No,
sir.
because I have not declared here, na. Suppose that I want to access this here, $this DB connection equal to test. I'm just typing test. So do you think it's a right? Is it accessible, this one, because it's not here?
No, sir, it will not be accessible in the second function.
Not now, but once I make it this public, this will be accessible. Because once I'm writing public, this function is internally PHP understanding that this is also here. Right? Internally it's understanding. As soon as I'm writing this, this is understanding, this is also available here in the properties. And now this will work.
Okay, sir.
Clear?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So what basically I did, I promoted this parameter to properties of this class just by writing what?
Access modifier.
Access modifier, exactly. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So if you see this $obj 1 slash add, what are the class, add user, and you're passing 1 comma j comma design I'm passing, right? Then I'm obj 1 plus So see what this is printing. As soon as I have created this public, I can print this outside here. You see DB1 DB connection, but if I just remove this, do you think it will work?
No, sir.
By default, no. By default, this is public. That's why it's working. By default, this public. If I'm not writing public, but I'm writing protected. Protected email if not able to access outside also, because this is protected. So once I am writing this now, it means I'm creating this property to this one, right? So for simple, you can better use this protected, right? And if this is protected, you can use this one here, DB connection or something like DB, I'm typing here DB undefined variable DB. Why? 19. This DB public string DB. We have already this one. Public string DB, then DB equal to this dot DB connection. Forget this, guys. So only thing is that I wanted to say that if you're not writing anything, it treated as a public data type, and if you write this one, this will be available in this property also. But you can promote this to protected and private both, right? So this will treat as a property of that class. So I hope this you understood what I'm trying to deliver. Clear, guys? Or still confusion?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll see some another example later on. So it will be, if you have any confusion, it will clear that time. So destructor, what is the meaning of destructor?
So which clears the value.
So yes, so this is the function which called when an object is destroyed, right? So where you can write constructor is here, similarly you can write the destruct. So as soon as you are not using any functionality, it's automatically destroyed. How to write? Function destruct, right? Destroying class, echo destroying what this will print? current class name? Hope you see the list of magic constants, right? There was line, dir, file, and class was also. So if I run this one, what is happening here?
Destroying the user.
Destroying user. So if I'm using, that's okay. If I'll use, no problem. But after assignment, I can print something like this, right? So first it's completed its work, then what was the task I was doing?
So first new user is added.
I was creating a user
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
and then printing the user data,
Yes, sir.
and once this task is completed, that object destroyed. Clear how the destructor working? Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, great,
Yes, sir.
great. So now, before starting the visibility, write a class where you can implement constructor, destructor, and at least add one method where you can assign values and print those values. Correct?